What celebrity do you irrationally hate? Not at all a celebrity, but I cannot stand Little Red Riding Hood. What kind of a dumbus mistakes a wolf for their grandmother? There are other reasons, but I just hate her with a passion. Kylie Jenner. How she talks about how she made all her money by herself as an entrepreneur. Like if she didn't get startup money from her rich sister. Can't stand Justin Timberlake. One of my friends worked with him for like a week and said it's a good thing he can sing and dance because he's dumber than a bag of rocks. That made me irrationally happy. James Corden. Ellen DeGeneres. She's corny, mediocre, and doesn't deserve the praise she gets. Gwyneth Paltrow. I hate her. Jennifer Lawrence. I don't think she's a very good actor overall, and everything about her seems to be manipulated to portray a personality that I think is 100% fake. Oprah. I just feel like she's a total phony. Hate is a strong word, but James Franco makes me cringe with the try-hard modern-day Renaissance man shtick he tries to pass off. Lena Dunham. It's celebrities people hate for a very specific reason. Tom Cruise. God, I hate you, Tom Cruise. Ariana Grande. Especially Seven Rings, even though I think it's kind of catchy. Wendy Goddamn Williams. Cardi B. Taylor Swift. She is so smug and yet also too out of touch to be that smug. She is 30 years old and her songs still scream, "I'm a petty teenager, and this is my burn book." She needs to stop writing music, well, paying producers to write her music, and do therapy for like 5 or 10 years, and come back when she can write lyrics that are about things other than all the people who allegedly wronged her. Everything about her is fake, and she has duped millions of Tumblr middle school girls that she really gets them. But she is old enough to be their mom. I'm embarrassed on her behalf that she's the only one, aside from her drooling fans, that still thinks we all need to be reminded that she is rich and hot and successful, so we feel bad about everything we ever thought said about her that we never said. She's that narcissistic that she thinks everyone is constantly thinking about her. That is probably why other women treat her badly and why all of her songs end up being essentially responses to these slights she doesn't realize her own role in. Edit guess I needed to get that out. Beyonce. Her fans act like she's some once-in-a-generation talent. She's basically just walking Pepsi commercial. Only this famous because her dad stomped out the other members of Destiny's Child. It's crazy to me how people treat it like she's on par with the Beatles. I think we all hate Cardi B. I'm honestly surprised no one's mentioned Steve Harvey, but yeah, fuck that guy. Jimmy Fallon. He thinks he's so funny. If it was a different host then I'd definitely watch the show more. Adam Levine. Hate having to look at his stupid face in the voice ads, and his songs make me want to rip my ears out. He thinks he's God's gift to women. How the fuck is he married? Still hate Justin Bieber. Well, I'm apparently in the minority of my opinions of this celebrity. I know that he's not the worst person on earth, but Seth Rogen. I just don't understand his style of comedy. I can't laugh at any of his movies no matter how hard I try. Bono. Julia Roberts. Can't watch anything she's in, they're all the exact same character as the one in Pretty Woman. Mark Wahlberg. Pete Davidson. He looks like my middle school bully. Katy Perry. Ugh. Kim Kardashian. She's the embodiment of self-hatred fueled industry. She's shallow, proudly ignorant, promotes healthy shit that doesn't work, and is essentially a walking photo of a deformed ass. I hate how much power this people exert over the others, and they use it to make them spend money on shit to cover themselves up and wish they were them, and never get to see a victim directly to understand what they cause. The whole industry is poison basically, but she's on the top of it and loving it. Jennifer Lawrence annoys the shit out of me. I don't like her acting, I don't like her personality, and I don't like how everyone thinks she's this flawless queen. Emma Watson. She seems nice and I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, but there's something about her that bugs me and makes me hate her, and I'm not really sure what it is. Adam Sandler, but perhaps it's perfectly rational. Billie Eilish. I have a few, but I'll go with Jared Leto. Angelina Jolie. I just can't stand her. It started before Brad leaving Jen for her, but that certainly deepened it. I refuse to watch any movie with her in it. I'm especially pissed that she ruined my absolute favorite Disney baddie by playing Maleficent. For absolutely no reason at all, I hate this woman completely. Taylor Swift and her friends. Also, I don't get why people think Channing Tatum is hot. Edit. BTS. They're everywhere and I don't know why. I'm surprised no one's mentioned Jimmy Fallon yet. He's always trying really hard to appear likable, but it never works. Just look at his hand movements. That pisses me off the most. Always a touchy kind of guy who can't stop fake laughing his way through the segments while slapping the shit out of his desk. Chip and Joanna Gaines. Don't like em. No real reason. Although I will say it makes her seem egotistical that she is on the cover of every issue of her own magazine. Lena Dunham and Amy Schumer. Stop creating feminist icons that both openly talked about raping people. Those goddamn Property Brothers. No good reason, just hate their stupid faces. James Corden. That bad baby chick. Ugh. Beyonce. I don't know why, I just hate her punchable face. Jonah Hill, I find him very whiny. Chloe Moritz. Barney the motherfucking dinosaur. My sister is about 10 years younger than me and watched that purple motherfucker all the time. The show's theme still haunts my nightmares. I've got to give him props for making the Orville, but each time I see Seth MacFarlane I become more convinced that he needs a solid punch in the face. Maybe he's an amazing person, maybe he's a terrible person, I don't know, either way. I just want to see him punched square in the middle of his smug face once. Priyanka Chopra. She seems so desperate and thirsty for attention, and it's just wildly off-putting. Something about Ricky Gervais rubs me the wrong way. Not literally though. Jeffree Star. He is the dickest head, ass's hole. He is so rude, manipulative, hypocritical and just ugh. Can't stand him, he's a horrible person. T. Leone. I just had to Google her for the spelling of her name, and even that made me mad. Selena Gomez. Will Smith. Can't act for shit and no amount of Oscars will change my mind. Elon Musk. He just gives off this vibe that he was Invasion of the Body Snatchers Ed and now works for an interplanetary shadow government, and it wigs me out. Jennifer Aniston. I don't know why, but she annoys me. Shia LaBeouf. His ego is massive, and trying to rebrand himself as a performance artist is supremely aggravating to me. Angelina Jolie. Living proof that having big tits and an edgy persona can make up for having absolutely zero acting ability. Paris Hilton. Helen Hunt. Bitch ain't never been happy in any role she's played. I don't know if it's an irrational hate, but Michael Vick. I do not feel he served enough time for his role in the deaths and tortures of those poor dogs. Then he gets out and returns to the NFL like nothing happened? Fuck him and fuck anyone and everyone who supports this piece of shit. Jim Carrey. I don't really hate any celebs irrationally. However, my mother hates Conan O'Brien and Jamie Lee Curtis. For absolutely no reason. She also hates Ireland, which is hilarious because we are mostly Irish. Not Irish people, mind you, just Ireland. I absolutely cannot stand Jerry Seinfeld. Like, I can't even watch videos where he's a part of it because he'll annoy me so much. I've never personally found him funny, but I definitely know that comedy is subjective. The thing that bothers me the most though is how big of an ego he has and how he'll never let you forget that he's Jerry fucking Seinfeld, the Jesus of comedy. God help anyone who says Keanu Reeves, if there is any. Ariana Grande. Something about her face bothers me. Anne Hathaway, Mariah Carey, Madonna. Beyonce. Jonas Brothers. Why they're popping back up recently. Ruby Rose. Jason Schwartzman. I hate him, Jewish hate him. I cannot watch anything he is in, as I am immediately overtaken by loathing verging on apoplexy. I know I already posted one, but I'm also going to say Jimmy Fallon. He tries too hard or something. He just reeks of desperation and booze. Adam Sandler. His brand of humor is just obnoxious to me. Bit of a tie between either Natalie Portman or Jennifer Lawrence, there's just something about them that I can't stand. Lol. Jimmy Fallon. Aside from a few of his impressions, he's not funny at all. I can't comprehend that he became host of The Tonight Show. The other late night hosts are all way funnier and more interesting to watch than him. Drake. I've hated him since last name ever, first name greatest. I was convinced Lil Wayne wrote that before any of the ghostwriter accusations, and I thought he was a phony before this NBA shit. As a rap fan he just pissed me off, but I'll admit it was a bit irrational to hate him. Brie Larson.